And now, my fellow denizens of the old world, welcome to the showdown between the Empire and the Tomb King. So it's going to be Marcus Wolfheart hunting some very bony prey in the form of Ark in the Black. Now, as far as my build goes here in the front, it is indeed going to be Flagellants and Sigmar Sons, pretty much the staple front line in most matchups. We do also have an Amethyst Wizard here, and he's got a Spirit Leech ready to go. Certainly teams up very nice with Marcus. Marcus isn't a character that needs a ton of healing. You know, there's no demis. I mean, yeah, Knights of the Blazing Sun would like some healing, but they're kind of independent in that way. It's not like Demogryph Knights that really hunger for that healing per model, right? So it's a very much a sniping build to an extent. We have double Great Cannons, Amethyst Wizard. We do also have Marcus Wolfheart, the Silver Bullets here in the back. Knights of the Blazing Sun are amazing against Tomb Kings. They do very well against all the infantry, and, you know, basically check your boxes. Knights of the Blazing Sun kill the infantry, Cannons and Marcus kill the monsters, live long and prosper. One Demi in the back as well, so I did actually bring one just to have one dedicated kind of beat stick, but it's not like the Royal Altdorf Griffites or anything super expensive like that. That's more or less the build, aside from some grenade launchers, which are also very good against Tomb Kings. They have great anti-light capabilities, so against like Tomb Guard and quality infantry, these guys can do some outstanding work. For Arrow's build, he's got Skeleton, Tomb Guard Halberds, and Ushabti Rush, Double Tomb Scorpion, Ark of the Black, and a couple of Horseman Archers to counter skirmish my Outriders, which is great. I think his build's awesome, man. So the Cannon's going to be singing downtown, going after the Ushabti here. Certainly a very scary rush. Those Ushabti can certainly push through the front lines. I'm going to be having to use some of my cavalry pieces to really kind of keep those guys in check. And the Great Cannons initially were shooting at the Ushabti, but Arrow does run them kind of behind the tree, and I think there's like a little lip in the hill right here. So Arrow's able to get those guys back. Now, one volley of grenades does go down, doing huge damage, actually taking out 16 skeleton spearmen initially. So that's all it takes, man. It's just ripping one really good quality shot there from those Outriders with the grenade launchers. So we're trying our best, man. We're pulling back and forth. They're doing the work of Sigmar and, you know, enjoying every moment as they get picked apart here by these archers. Marcus Wolfheart going to be coming in, starting to shoot some shots here. If I can take out the Skeleton Horseman Archers and, you know, keep some Outriders alive, things will be pretty good. Silver Bullets opening up on the advancing Tomb Guard. Obviously, they do have silver shields, but Silver Bullets still hit very hard with 25 missile strength with, you know, it'll circumvent that 50 armor no problem. So we're trying to get in there and really butter those guys up. The main reason why I pulled the Silver Bullets out was to take some shots at the Skeleton Horseman Archers while I kind of cycle charge here, but a really nice brace from Arrow. It looks like he might have minimized the effectiveness of my charge there. So from here, the Knights of the Blazing Sun will be pulling back, and we got these skeletons crumbling, which certainly feels good. And it looks like an overcasted Spirit Leech is going to be coming in from Ark in the Black, while the Cannons keep shooting into either the Tomb Scorpions or the Ushabti, really trying to wear those bad boys down. On the other side, we do a hammering charge with the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Didn't go quite as well. I'll end up losing a couple there for the Troll Toll. Arrow, of course, reacted very quickly. He was able to pull those guys back, and it was a tough engagement. So Knights of the Blazing Sun retreating now on both sides, and you can see the Cannons are still living and doing their thing. The Ushabti here, at least one unit, is down to 9 models, so pretty much each direct hit from those Cannons is able to take out or at least do some substantial damage against those Ushabti models. And you can see there's only 9 left. But now the frontline fighting is going to start, and that's where I'm certainly at a huge disadvantage. However, Tomb Guard Halberds aren't going to, you know, kill Flagellants super quickly, so I suppose it's not bad. And here we drop a big net. Just trying to slow the advance of those Ushabti. Silver Bullets are going to be turning and shooting, and also allows my Cannons to have slightly easier shots against the stationary Ushabti, and these ones should be crumbling here in just a hot moment. Another Spirit Leech going down from the grenade launcher is not bad. Certainly going to keep them from killing the elite infantry, and the Ushabti are now battling the Flagellants in the front line. These shirtless fanatics of Sigmar, I'm sure they didn't think it would end this way at the hands of these Ushabti as they're cleaved asunder. Ushabti certainly have some really good anti-infantry capabilities, and they're able to cut apart my Flagellants pretty effectively. On the flank, we have the Spearmen holding back Skeleton Warriors and Ushabti as well. Outriders with grenade launchers going to be going around the weak side of the formation, trying to shoot up at those skeletons. Marcus Wolfheart still doing the work of Sigmar, man. He's just ripping shots into, you know, Ushabti, whatever else I can see. And here we're going to be trying to get a focus shot on Arkan, but I'm pretty sure I use a blasting scroll right there for my wizard, trying to get an alpha strike of sorts. I'm pretty sure he either dodges it or like I get line of sighted by something. Now, one Tomb Scorpion did dive into the back line. Demogryph Knights with Halberds were able to respond pretty effectively and shut down that Tomb Scorpion. And now on the flank here, we do have these Skeleton Horseman Archers, and it looks like they're going to be diving the cannon, but Knights of the Blazing Sun do bounce back from the front line to buffer the spears. And though the cannon might be knocked off temporarily, that should be the demise of these Skeleton Archers, or at least some really substantial damage. But I'm kind of corralled in a little bit. The summons here from the Skeleton Warriors, able to block my Silver Bullets from shooting, and that allows his monsters and other characters to do some good work. Marcus Wolfheart also being attacked by that Tomb Scorpion is really not a good trade for me. But here comes the Demis, the sweepers. They're just trying to sweep up whatever they can, going after their prey here. And they do lock their sights onto the Tomb Scorpion, and it looks like they should get their prey. You can see here that Tomb Scorpion is in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, being hunted down by your boy here. There's those Demogryph Knights. Moving in. Now in the backfield, cannons are more or less offline, and though I am ahead on the bounce of power, that's it can be quite deceptive. Now that the cannons are compromised, or at least being pressured, not shooting, it takes a lot of pressure off his Tomb Scorpions and his other monsters, and even though they're low, they can still really get him back in this game here. So the Amethyst Wizard getting beaten on by the Tomb Scorpion definitely felt pretty bad, and now he's going to get terrified, and it's starting to ebb the balance of power back towards the middle here. Markus Wolfheart, in the meantime, teaming up with the Demogryph Knights to try and get some shots and finish off that Tomb Scorpion. Demis aren't really going to be chasing there because Tomb Scorpions are pretty hard to lock down, but here comes some sort of a focus shot, but I think he keeps dodging me here. Ushabti Summon going to be coming down in the 4th quarter. It's now active with the Realm of Souls and is going to be on top of the cannon once again. So both cannons are more or less offline right now. There's a chance I could get him back. So from here I pull back the Silver Bullets knowing this position is lost, although they're trying to get line of sight on something and marching up the hill. But the idea was to pull them back here and have them get separation between the Ushabti monsters so that if anything chases them, they can potentially do the trick and finish it off. So Markus trying to snipe this Tomb Scorpion. 657 here. Frontline fight still going okay. I got 15 Flagell and Sigmar Suns annihilating those Tomb Guard Halberds, which isn't too surprising. Their stats are more or less equal, and the Sigmar Suns, yeah, they have faster attack rates as they are sword infantry, and it's just going to be a better jam. So both Tomb Scorpions are on death's bed. They're going to be trying to get some damage on Markus, and it's a little bit scary because potentially, you know, 2 Tomb Scorpions, even in this state, could chunk Markus down to like half health, which would be really bad. Ark in the Black on the other side, just kind of fighting amongst some spearmen, probably trying to get more summons for his Tomb Blade of Arkin. So here, just to make sure I don't lose any health on Markus, which may not have been necessary, I do use the Hunter Snare to lock these guys down, and both Tomb Scorpions do officially crumple down, while the Silver Bullets in the backfield continue to rip shots into the actual Ushabti, because the summon, of course, will be disappearing here in about 20 or 30 seconds. Flagellants doing their thing, man. Sigmar Suns, these guys are the true heroes of Gotham. We take a look at their value. They've got about 800, so more or less the equivalent value of 1 Tomb Guard unit. Now they're going to be moving back to start fighting the other units while Markus Wolfheart just starts to pick off what he can. Now there still are a fair amount of halberds, and I can't tell you how many games against Tomb Kings I played where you kill everything and then there's a bunch of Tomb Guard halberds and your Empire cavalry and characters can't really deal with them. But in this case, we have Knights of the Blazing Sun. We do have some guns as well. So as long as I can preserve those silver bullets who have a massive amount of ammunition left, I should be okay, more or less. Right here, we got Skeleton Warriors. These Ushabti here are going to be getting run down by the Knights of the Blazing Sun, and though they're not traditionally good there, should be able to crumble those guys down. And Silver Bullets are going to be shooting at Tomb Guard Halberds, which are advancing, and Markus Wolfheart's no slouch in combat. He's got 58 melee attack, a little bit weak in the weapons rank department, but for dealing with like a Tomb Guard type unit, he should be okay. Ark in the Black still riding around cackling somewhere. Tomb Guard Halberds are pressing into my position, and here we're trying to crumble these guys down. One more volley probably will lead to a crumble. Also, Spirit Leech is going to be going down as well. Really got to finish off this unit before it gets in and causes too much disruption. So, -11, -7. Good night, sweet princes. The Tomb Guard will not be missed. So here's Markus Wolfheart. Getting some good shots. Crumbling, -38. And yeah, the Empire Cavalry should be able to clean these guys up, especially the Skeleton Warriors. And the Tomb Guard are not long for this earth. Now, Amethyst Wizard is getting hunted by your boy Ark in the Black. I should have some nice focus fire from him right here. Granted, it looks like that shot from Markus did indeed hit the silver shields of those Tomb Guard, although I think Markus's shots are more like artillery pieces. Hunter Snare is active. Now we're going to be going for the death blow as we wind up a big juicy shot. Here it comes, and 900 HP, -74, -86 for a split second. What the hell was that? That was really weird. I guess it might have something to do with like army losses, but yeah, Markus really good at sniping these Tomb Kings characters, and that is going to be all she wrote. So well played, certainly a fun match. Always cool to use Markus Wolfheart. I feel like he's super underrated. You know, Volkmar and Franz really steal the thunder, but you know, the Huntsman, he really does his work, man. And the build worked well. Grenade launchers did okay. At least they occupied a ton of Spirit Leeches. Demis, Knights of the Blazing Sun, Silver Bullets were awesome cannons. It's more or less split over the course of the whole army, and his build was good too. It was could have gone either way. You know, a couple little nets here and there, and a couple little engagements, and that was that. It was a really fun game. Well played, Aerocrastic. Let's see, 1100 here. Tomb Scorpions only got about 215 on that one. That's pretty brutal for sure. They're still such a disruptive force. Like, I had to pour so much into killing them. So even if they don't necessarily like pay for themselves, quote unquote, they're still so annoying to deal with, and can really goon characters if you're not careful. Anyways, well played. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Empire vs. Tomb King showdown. We'll be back with more videos soon, my friends. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon. And until next time, you guys take care and stay safe.